into Kids Radio and start your hands to clapping or tap your little toe. Tune into Kids Radio and listen, we're ready to go.
Hello, and welcome again to another episode of Kids Radio Show. As you know by now, I'm Miss Carolyn, and
you're
I'm trying
just
to do
the
a
person.
show, and you just came barging right onto the air
Yes, and as we all know, you're very protective of this little radio show, aren't you, Miss Carolyn?
Look, I don't know who you are, but I'm calling station security, and there's this big bouncer guy that will escort you
Miss Carolyn, you'll just have to cool your jets for a moment and think real hard what day this is.
What? Oh, let's see. Well, I think this is grocery shopping and house cleaning day.
Oh, you'll have to try harder than that. I'll give you a hint. 10 years ago today, you did something for the first time, and you've been doing it every Saturday morning since then.
That's a tough one. Well, I know it's not sleeping late because I come down here to this station to do Kids Radio Show, so...
You're absolutely correct. You've been doing Kids Radio Show for 10 years now, and it's the 10th anniversary of the show. That's 10 straight years of Miss Carolyn on the air.
Fine. That explains who I am, but who are you?
Oh, look closely at my face. Haven't you seen me hosting my own show before?
Now that you mention it, you do look kind of familiar. Maybe on TV?
You're getting warmer.
Oh my gosh! You're...
Go on, you've got it, say it!
You're Alan Punt! Am I on Candid?
No! I'm not Alan Punt. But I'm proud to say that I am Ralph Barker. And Miss Carolyn, this is your life!
Oh my goodness, I don't believe it! Oh my, unbelievable!
That's right, Miss Carolyn. So settle back into this seat of honor because we have some surprises and little miracles to present before you today.
I've got some magic in my pocket. You've got some tricks up your sleeve. You got the key to unlock it. There's more love in my heart than you'll ever believe. More love in my heart than you'll ever believe. Hey, my hat is full of stardust. You've got that twinkle in your eye. And with a little hocus pocus, now say the magic words and sparks are gonna fly. Like a flash, they appear in the wink of an eye. There's little miracles, so many magical surprises gonna happen to you. You got a little ray of sunshine, and just a drop or two of rain. Woo, stir it up real fine. You get a whole lot of something that I can't explain. You love is something I just can't explain. You got the magic, you all aglow. Well, I know you got it, oh.
We'll be back with more Kids Radio Show right after this. And from some of these photos, we can see that it has been quite a life indeed.
Oh, my. Where did you ever dig up these old black and white photos?
Well, that's for us to know and you to figure out. Yes, you are quite a child. But before we reminisce, see if you recognize these voices.
Oh, Miss Carolyn, you're always such a rambunctious child. I remember you used to entertain the other children by drinking milk through a straw and then making it shoot out through your nose.
Yeah, and that weren't the half of it. Why, I remember... let me see, what is it I remember? Oh, yeah, I remember the times when you'd stuff worms in your nostrils and then blow them back out again. You got so famous around the neighborhood for that stunt that every time any of the kids were getting ready to go fishing, well, they'd come see you first.
Land to gosh, that weren't the half of it. Well, I remember when
That's enough. I've heard enough to know who it is, Ralph.
Of course you know the voices of the people that would babysit you every day after school while your parents were at work. Your Aunt Vera and Uncle Don. Come on out from behind the mystery screen, folks.
Auntie Vera, Uncle Don, it's so good to see you again.
Really, child? We just saw each other yesterday, and you were out at that department store counter arguing and fighting with the manager on account of some overdue bills you hadn't paid then.
Do we have some other things to move on to, Ralph?
Yes, I believe your Uncle Don wants to talk about some of these photos of you as a child.
Yeah, well, this here photo is Carolyn at age 8 sitting at the supper table, and you can see her hand is blurred in the picture because she always shoveled the victuals down her gullet so fast we couldn't slow her up none.
And this here is a picture of her in her first pair of real underwear. She was so proud of them she ran up and down the block, and that's all we could do to just get her inside. Yep, she was a pip.
And so are my Aunt Vera and Uncle Don.
One's nearer than my good Aunt Vera and dear Uncle Don. On the farm, they're a couple of buddies. Everybody sing now. No one's nearer than my good Aunt Vera and dear Uncle Don. And on the farm, they're a couple of buddies. Aunt Vera bakes the bread. She cleans and sweeps. My Uncle Don chops the wood. He shears the sheep. And there's nothing that I wouldn't give to live the life they live. It's so wonderful. And no one's nearer than my good Aunt Vera and dear Uncle Don. On the farm, they're a couple of buddies. Aunt Vera sings a song. She grins and picks. Uncle Don sings along. He does magic tricks. And there's nothing that I wouldn't give to live the life they live. Everybody sing. No one's nearer than my good Aunt Vera and dear Uncle Don. On the farm, we're a couple of buddies. More coffee, Vera?
Yeah.
Back to work.
And now, Aunt Vera and Uncle Don, if you'll take your seats over in the gallery of memories, we'll continue.
Oh, don't get pushy, Sonny. We're going as fast as we can.
My feet were beginning to kill me anyway.
Yes, well, now, Miss Carolyn, it's time for you to listen to a couple of voices from your past.
Yeah, you're my favorite aunt, and you've always been really nice and taken me with you to a lot of neat places and stuff.
Blimey, you twit. You just gave it away by calling her your aunt. You must have the IQ of a rock.
Do not.
Do two.
Do not.
Do two and double do two.
Oh, yeah, says you.
You bet your tinny boots I do.
Yeah, well, I dare you to step over this line.
Oh, a dare, is it?
Yeah, you can look at it as a dare.
I don't have to hear much of that to know it's my little nasal nephew, Theodore, and his friend Daphne.
Children, be careful. You're rocking the mystery screen. You'll knock it over if you don't.
No. Hey, quiet.
Stop fighting.
All right, you two. Come over here by me and behave yourselves.
Oh, golly, Aunt Carolyn, she started it.
Did not.
Did too?
That's enough now. You can see that because you started hitting and shoving each other, you knocked over this nice man's, what do you call this?
Our This Is Your Life mystery screen.
Right. Now, you could have hurt each other.
It hurts me just to look at Daphne.
You blighter. I'll show you what the word hurt means, I will.
Go ahead and see what happens if you do.
Remember what I told you about getting angry?
Sometimes people get bossy. They yell at you, tell you what to do. Some people even hit, try to make you do things you don't want to do. You may be angry and you may be mad and you may be feeling mean and bad and you want to hit and bite and hurt, knock me down in the rocks and dirt, but I hold up my hand and I say stop. You can't hurt me, but you can yell a lot. I don't like you, I don't like you, I don't like you today. I don't like you, I don't like you, just get out of my way. I don't like you, I don't like you, I don't like you today. I don't like you, I don't like you, just get out of my way.
Now that we have the mystery screen back in place, let's hear from our next visitor from your past, Miss Carolyn.
Hey, Miss Carolyn, I bet you'll never guess who this is.
Oh, yeah, I know you'll never guess who this is at all.
Oh, that one's easy. You're my mother.
Oh, I wasn't talking to you. I meant Miss Carolyn.
Oh, well, why didn't you say so?
Oh, that has to be my old friend, the giant blueberry. But I don't think I know that other voice.
Oh, Miss Carolyn, how did you know? You must have peeked behind the screen.
That's right, Miss Carolyn. It's your old pal, the giant blueberry. You can come out now.
Hi, Miss Carolyn. It's me, all right.
But who is this rolling along with you, Blueberry?
Oh, this is Mama Blue. She's raised me from the time I was just a little berry hanging on the vine, so to speak. She was visiting me, so I brought her along.
Oh, well, I'm pleased to meet you, Mama Blue.
Well, same to you. Do you mind if I ask you a question?
No, what is it?
Well, when you put those worms up your nose like that, didn't it make you want to sneeze?
Hey, yeah, you never told me you could do that, Miss Carolyn, huh? Didn't I tell you she was a person of many talents, Mama Blue, huh?
That you did, son, that you did.
Oh, that was a long time ago, and I don't really remember what I was thinking of.
Hey, you know, I don't think anyone ever did say how long ago it was either. It must have been a long, long, long time ago, huh, Miss Carolyn? Huh?
Well, I didn't mean a real long time.
Well, okay, you give us some thought. We can wait.
Mama Blue is real patient, isn't she, Miss Carolyn?
Yes, Blueberry, she's very curious also.
Blueberry pie, he walks on by, and I don't know what to do with that blueberry pie, but I'm gonna try a blueberry pie, sad and shy. Won't you come out of your shell? Life is swell, so are you. Please don't be so very blue. Come on, Blue, there is a party in your head. Be my friend, and we will laugh till we turn red. Wanna know why I picked you from the bunch? You look so sweet. Let's say I had a hunch that you'd be silly, I'd be silly, we'd be a pair. Life is peachy, we'll go bananas, no one will care. Blueberry pie, let's have fun, 'cause when all is said and done, I love you, yes I do, 'cause Blueberry, you're true. Oh, Blueberry, you're so very, very blue. Oh, so very, very blue. I love a blueberry, I hug a blueberry. Oh, yes, I do, you know I'm blue. Irresistible you, irrepressible you. I love a blueberry, I hug a blueberry. I love a blueberry. Don't you know what I mean to show it? You know I mean to show it. Blueberry blue, very, very blue. Blueberry pie, he's from the upper crust, rolling in dough. He's half baked and bound to bust. So don't be flaky, come on and take me to your bakery. We'll be jamming, oven slamming, the whole world will see. Blueberry me, without you, there would be no berry pie. Tell me why you can't see you are necessary. Blueberry pie, let's have fun, 'cause when all is said and done, I love you, yes I do, 'cause Blueberry, you're true. Oh, Blueberry, you're so very, very blue. Oh, so very, you're very, very blue. I love a blueberry, I hug a blueberry. I love a blueberry. Oh, I love a blueberry. He's so necessary. Oh, I love a blueberry, I love a blueberry. I love a blueberry. Oh, he's so necessary. He's so necessary. I love a blueberry, I love a blueberry. I love a blueberry.
We'll return with more Kids Radio Show in a moment.
Yes, Miss Carolyn, this is your life. Over the years, you've come across many characters on the Kids Radio Show. Let's see if you recognize a few more.
I gave you many voice lessons, my dear, and I tried to instill a sense of culture into your performances. Alas, I seem to have not been entirely successful.
No, and I've gone on lots of adventures with you, Miss Carolyn, to lots of new places.
Those are more of my good friends, my old voice teacher Anna Maria Spaghetti and the South African New. I just knew you'd be here, New.
That's right. And here they are.
Come along now, Mr. New, and be careful not to drop any of the sheet music. It's very carefully arranged.
This music stand is heavy. We South African news aren't built to carry so much stuff with our little hooves.
Well, here, let me help you set all this down, New. What is this?
Oh, Anna Maria Spaghetti said that I was her stage hand, and she needed me to set up this stuff for her performance.
That is correct. Now that you have delivered the materials, you may retire, Mr. New.
Oh, you see what I mean, Miss Carolyn?
Anna Maria, what are you intending to do?
I intend to sit down and rest a minute.
I intend to sing opera, my dear. I anticipated an audience would be present, and I think one should take advantage of every opportunity to culture a crowd.
No, she has the take advantage part down pat.
Ah, and I see that my piano is arriving on stage now. Just move it right over here, my good man.
Hey, that guy is big and round and orange, Miss Carolyn.
You're right, New. He looks just like the big pumpkin that crashed our Halloween hootenanny last year and nearly wrecked the place. Let's see, what was his name?
You got that right, lady. The name is Jack. Jack O'Lantern. And I've decided to drop in on this little gathering for some entertainment.
Then you're just in time, since I will sing an aria from...
Why don't you have a seat, sister? I said entertainment, and that means I'll do the singing around here.
Well, how rude! I never...
And you never will, so just cool your vocal pipes over there a while I get these keys smoking. The big orange is back, and he is bad.
Oh, Miss Carolyn, what should we do? He makes me so upset that it gets my little new hooves in an uproar.
Well, I don't know, New. Just settle down, because you don't want to antagonize a big orange jack-o'-lantern. They tend to spew fire if they don't get it their way.
Yes, sirree. It just keeps on getting better when the big orange jack-o'-lantern himself is singing.
Yes, that was indeed wonderful. So let's move right along.
Hey, Bub. Hey, who do you think you are?
Why, I'm Ralph Barker, and I'm the host of This Is Your Life.
Well, I'm glad you could make it, Ralph. Now, you just take a seat over there by that fat lady so you can listen to my next song.
But you don't understand. We're featuring Miss Carolyn on today's show.
What you don't understand is that you're making me heat up. And when we big orange jack-o'-lanterns start doing that, we might start spewing fire. And if that happens, boy, I just don't know what to Hey, what's that? What's going on?
I hope I have made it back here to the show on time.
Jude did a muy bueno job of getting us here through time, Mr. Invento.
It's a special little surprise we planned for you, Miss Carolyn. We talked Mr. Invento into traveling in his experimental time machine with Carmen Gigantica to arrive here in time for this special tribute show.
Ja, und my time traveler transporter worked like a charm.
See, it was magnifico. First, we went forward in time to a festival where everyone was having fun dancing and singing and eating. It was muy bueno.
Ja, und everyone was enjoying the pumpkins.
Hey. Did I hear you say that this festival you were at, they were enjoying pumpkins?
Oh, ja. Und they would especially like a big orange one like you.
See, if Jewel were to go there, they would love Jewel, Senor Jack.
Well, then get out of my way. Let me into that time thing and let's get going. My public is waiting. How do you work this thingamabob anyhow?
Well, first you sit down inside it like so. Then I will set the controls for 5 weeks into the future, like so. Yeah, now when you are ready, just push this big red button and it will whisk you into the festival 5 weeks in the future.
Well, so long, chumps. I'm on my way to stardom. I'll see you bozos later.
Countdown start. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, well, I hope he can run fast when he gets there, though.
Why? I thought you said they like pumpkins at the festival that you were attending in the future.
Yeah, I was telling the truth. They do.
It was an Oktoberfest pumpkin pie festival, Miss Carolyn.
Yeah, they will think he looks delicious when he arrives. And unless he moves very quickly, he will be made into a big pie before he knows it.
This is one party he might crash that he wished he hadn't. I wonder if he'll be able to sing his way out of this one.
Yeah, well, he might be able to if he knows a lot of polka songs.
Oh, look, you see, Mr. Invento. There's the giant blueberry and his mom.
Howdy do, you two?
Yeah, well, ditto on that one.
And Theodore and Daphne.
Your time machine is neato, Mr. Invento.
It makes a lot of flippin' noise, though.
And Anna Maria Spaghetti and the South African New.
Why, charmed to see you, my dears.
Oh, you arrived just in time to remove that bully of a jack-o'-lantern, too.
And Miss Carolyn's Aunt Vera and Uncle Don.
Long time no see, y'all.
Nice to have you here. Remind me to show you some photos later.
And I don't believe I know this man, though.
Oh, yeah, Carmen, don't you recognize him? This is Alan Punt. He's very famous.
No, it's Ralph Barker of This Is Your Life.
Well, whatever.
Well, Miss Carolyn, we hope you have another good 10 years on Kids Radio Show. Have you learned anything special from this last 10 years?
Yes, Ralph. I know that I love music and I love my friends. And with Kids Radio Show, I can have both of those very precious things together.
We might dream of diamonds, we might wish for gold, we might seek a fountain to keep from growing old. But friendship is the treasure were meant to share. It can't be weighed or measured, but still you know it's there. Friendship is the fortune you find within your heart. So let's begin by being friends. Now's the time to start. Why don't we be friends? Sing along. Come on and sing your heart out. Why don't we be friends with a song and help each other out? That's what friends are all about. And who knows what lies down the road or just around the bend. We might find the pot of gold at the rainbow's end. But a friend can make you feel so rich even when you're poor. When you can't reach to scratch an itch, well, that's what friends are for. And when you're feeling lonesome, when you're feeling sad, a friend can hold you in their arms, and you don't feel so bad. Why don't we be friends? Sing along. Come on and sing your heart out. Why don't we be friends with a song and help each other out? That's what friends are all about. So if you go to outer space, take your friend along. 'Cause friends make funny faces and make up silly songs. And when you're making wishes, may I recommend the first wish I would ask for is one true, honest friend. Why don't we be friends? Sing along. Come on and sing your heart out. Why don't we be friends with a song and help each other out? That's what friends are all about. Why don't we be friends? Sing along. Come on and sing your heart out. Why don't we be friends with a song and help each other out?
We'll be back for the conclusion of Kids Radio Show after this.
Well, Blueberry, it's hard to believe we've been on the air for 10 years doing the Kids Radio Show, isn't it?
Yeah, but I wouldn't have wanted it any other way, Miss Carolyn.
I want to thank all of you Kids Radio Show listeners over the years for tuning in to us every Saturday morning.
Yeah.
A lot of you will be having your own children soon, and just maybe we'll be around for them too. And we want to give a special thank you to our steady sponsors, Hideaway Pizza and Showbiz Video, for making this show possible for kids. Is there anything else, Blueberry?
Yes, just one thing.
Oh, what's that?
How many worms were you able to get in your nose at one time anyway?
Never mind. Ralph was played by David Free. Vera was played by Judy Morton. Mama Blue was played by Alice Ann Shedrick. Jack-O-Lantern was played by Wade Tower. All kids' radio shows for 10 years now have been written by Kel Pickens and co-produced by Kel Pickens and Carolyn Meyer. This has been a giant Blueberry music production. Till next week, bye!